welcome back everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Got something pretty interesting here today. So I looked over a bunch of graded cards that I had from either eBay purchases, Facebook purchases, grading submissions myself, and reviewed several of them that I thought were undergraded. Came up with these 4 that I have here that I'm going to send to PSA via 5-day express, so I should get them back in approximately 3 weeks or so. So I'm going to talk a little bit about why I selected these 4 cards and what I expect when I get them back from PSA, although now it's kind of difficult to expect anything from PSA because they're so inconsistent. Some cards they grade really hard, some cards they grade really light. There's really no rhyme or reason to what they're doing. It's very inconsistent, it's very frustrating. But with that being said, I think there is still a lot of value to find cards that you think are undergraded, resubmit them, or submit them for the first time if you buy them graded. And you can also set a minimum grade requirement, which I might do for a few of these. I haven't really thought about it too much yet, but so this first one here, let me get these out of the way. So I got this recently from a Facebook purchase, and I just figured because of the subgrades, I thought that it had a really good shot to just at least grade a PSA 9. It's the centering got a 9.5. Everything else about it looks really clean. There's a little bit of wear on the back edge there. If you can see that blue, by the blue, there's a little bit there. I mean, I really think that, you know, back a couple years ago, if you were to have sent this card to PSA, it would probably get a 10 because they weren't very strict, and they've gotten a lot more tough with their grading in the last 6 to 8 months or so. So that's the first one. Next one is this Skybox Premium Kobe Rookie. I mean, it got a 9 for corners, and I really examined all the corners under optimal lighting, and I just couldn't see it. I mean, it might be something on the back, but you know, I'll crack it out and take a closer look at it. So I would expect a 10 out of this from PSA. This one's really interesting. I just picked this one up also from a Facebook group. This is, I mean, it doesn't have the subgrades on the front, they're on the back, which means that it's an extremely old slab from Beckett. Back in the day when I was collecting, you know, as a teenager, Beckett sold for more if I remember correctly. They also graded harsher, so this one was graded a really long time ago. It got all 9.5s except for the surface, so PSA is known to not grade the surfaces as hard as Beckett. So with that being said, I will crack this out, and I would expect a 10 out of it. Well, I guess hope for a 10. Expectations should be tempered to a certain extent. This one's really interesting. So if you watched my previous video, I sent about, I don't know, 5 of these tops, Kevin Durant, just base rookies. One of them got a 10, one of them got a 9, 3 of them got 8s. It was really weird. The 10 looked worse than a lot of the 8s and 9s that I got, which is really strange. So this one I looked at, and I mean, the front is perfect. It might be 55-45 left to right, top to bottom looks perfect. The back, obviously these black borders are going to have some chipping, so that should be known by PSA that they're pretty much never going to be perfect. And the back of this one looked better than the back of the 10 that I got, which is shocking. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to just crack these out. I'm going to send them all as a 5-day order, and we'll see what happens. So check back. I'm going to crack these out now. And we're back. So as you can see, these are all cracked out of their respective cases. The BGS cases come with their own sleeve, which are sealed, so you have to be really careful when you cut the top and push the card out. Upon closer inspection, there is a little bit of fraying on that corner there, if you can see that right here. I don't really know what PSA will think of that. I mean, it's most likely just a factory defect. I'm not sure if they we'll take that into account or not, who knows. But the rest of the card looks amazing. I think for this one I'm going to set a minimum grade of 9. I don't want it to come back PSA 8, and they really don't give half grades, so I wouldn't expect it 8.5. So there you have the Jordan second year Fleer. It's really a nice card. Obviously when I take these out of the sleeves, I'm gonna just clean the surfaces with a microfiber cloth, so if there's any fingerprints or anything like that, I'll just take those off. And here is the Durant. As you can see, like I said, the centering left to right is a little off. It's definitely within the allowances for a PSA 9, maybe even a PSA 10. I'm not sure. I know it's 60/40 is the minimum for a PSA 10, so not really sure exactly what that measures out to, but again, here's the back. Let's get that. There's some that's not actually on the card. So the back is really nice, and actually I have the 10 somewhere. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. So this is the 10 that I got from my previous order. So the back is definitely not perfect. There's some white on the edges, if you can see that there. It's kind of hard to tell, but so that got a 10, surprisingly, and the centering doesn't look to be perfect. It's a little off as well. Not as bad as this one, but just kind of frustrating with how inconsistent they are. This Kobe looks really nice. I don't really see anything wrong with it. Obviously you do want to cut these out of the sleeves beforehand, because PSA definitely is biased. If you send anything, like say directly from Beckett looking for a crossover grade, or you know, if you send in this sleeve, they're gonna know you cracked it out, and they really are biased, I believe, when they grade cards that they know were cracked out of Beckett slabs. It's kind of a pissing contest between the two companies. This one, the Skybox Premium Kobe, looks really nice as well. There is possibly a little bit of white. It's hard to tell if it's the net on the card or actually a little bit of white showing, but either way, that's basically the only thing I could find wrong with it. So would hope for a 10 on this one as well. So I will package these up, send them out, and I will get back with you later when I get the cards back. Sweet. Thanks for watching.